There is no way in hell I was going to change my name when I got married. And it caused an argument between my husband, but not the way you think. So when the subject came up and the name thing came up, and I was like, he's talking about changing names. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, like there's no way, no judgment to women who do change their names. I understand there's reasons for it. I understand sometimes the simplicity, especially if you have kids, blah, blah, blah. I'm not judging women who do. But for me, no way in hell was I changing my name. Not just because my name is very much tied to my career, and many women's are, especially if they're in academia, if they're writers like me. Melanie Hamlet is the name I have been trying to build. All my work is vested in my name, right? So there's no way I'm changing that. But even if it wasn't invested in that, I still wouldn't change. And I know that, yes, my Hamlet is my dad's name, so it's still participating in patriarchy. But that's what I've been called since I was young. And there's no way a man entering my life is going to make me be called by something different. Even though I always hated Hamlet, like until a bunch of theater dorks were like, are you kidding me? Hamlet's the coolest last name ever. You work in the film industry. How you're a storyteller. How could you not be? And I was like, you know what? You're right. And so whatever. I'm very, very, very strong. I mean, there's no way you could not pay me $1 million to change my name. So when this came up with my husband, I was like, oh my God, wait, if he thinks I'm changing my name, who is this person? You know, like I really started to question him as a person because of him even thinking I would change my name. But here's the thing. Two things. One, in most countries, or as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, you do not have to change your name as a woman. The United States seems to be one of the only places where you like have to change it. Like literally just erase. You know, my friends from high school, can't find them if they're a woman because their last name just doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it's in their middle name, but usually not. It's just gone. And the DMV and, you know, all of their credit cards, their bank accounts are now in this new name and their old name is dead. Whereas in most countries, again, if I'm wrong, let me know, but all the countries I've ever lived, and I'm not just talking about Europe. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of countries in South America do it this way. I don't know. Whatever. Let me know. I would love to be educated on this. But a lot of times women just add their husband's name onto it. Now, still, that's kind of messed up if it's like his name is still the default name, the most important name, right? But like, you know, like my mother-in-law, her maiden name is still a part of her name. It's not, doesn't just disappear. And so the other thing is that as like women, the way it was explained to me is that you can just drop it. You know, I could add his name, Wissam, onto mine when I go to get my visa renewed, you know, because French bureaucracy, like they love a name that's French. When I try to apply for a bank account, because if you're a U.S. American, good luck getting a bank account in France. No one wants to give you one, especially if you're American, because of FATCA and all that crap, FATC or whatever, tax, blah. And so when I learned that I could actually take my name, drop it or leave it, you know, at will. So like on my, hold on, let me see. On my driver's license, my French driver's license, it says Melanie Ann Hamlet. By the way, Ann is A-N-N-E, and my dad spelled my middle name wrong his entire life till he died. He spelled it A-N-N. It tells you something. On my passport, it's Melanie Ann Hamlet. But on my, I don't know, on my visa, it's Melanie Hamlet Buisson. Because I'm smart and I want something with a French name on it to make my life easier. But I don't have to change my name. And my husband understood that. So he was like a little like kind of surprised at how I was like, no, right? But also he was like, okay. Like the thing that he was talking about, he was like, but I want to be a Hamlet. I'm like, what? So you want to take my name? He's like, well, I want to add your name, right? Like Anthony Buisson Hamlet. And I'm like, oh, so this is about you wanting to share names and not about me changing my name. He's like, no. So, actually, I'm going to get him to, because when he went to try to add my name onto his, like I think they made a big deal at the like passport place. Hold on a second. Okay, wait, you got your passport. Okay. So he's got his passport and, okay. So this is his passport, right? And, well, you tell him.
So yeah, when I had to change my passport, I just told those ladies that I wanted to put Hamlet in the end of my name, like to add, it's on this.
What?
And they were so surprised. They're like, they've never seen that before. So the lady called another lady and another lady, and there was those three ladies like, wow, I didn't know that it was possible to do that, you know. And I explained a little bit why, that for you to keep your artistic name that you've been building for so long, and just
Hold on.
so yeah, and I just explained that it was important for me and for my feminist wife to, build like some balance, and yeah, I'm also proud of having
They
Hamlet.
made them go back because they're like, we don't know how to do this.
Oh yeah, they had to call like everywhere to just like, I don't know how to do that. So I'm just like, oh, I know you can do that. Are you sure? Yeah, yeah. I checked the law. So yeah, it was funny.
It's funny because again, like I told you, I'm always like side eyeing, like I'm the one who's like, wait, is this misogyny coming up? And every time he explains himself, I'm like, okay, that's not like you hating women or thinking that you're better than women. This is you literally wanting to be a part of my name and my legacy, or well, I hate that word. You want to be a Hamlet and sharing the name sharing thing, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, et voila,
Et
that's
voilà.
the story. So I don't know. Again, I'm not judging women who do change their name. I get it. Some of my closest friends who are huge feminists change their names, and I respect whatever your decision is. But I also want to normalize women not changing their name, or at least questioning it. Especially if you have a career that's very tied to your name, where, I do know a lot of comedians who changed their name and they kind of had to start all over because no one knows them as like Susie, Johnson. It's Susie Blah, right? So if you are going to get married to a man under patriarchy, please, please take these decisions. Don't take these decisions lightly. It's also in naming your child. Do you really want to give him his name? I don't know. I don't have kids, but it seems like it's causing a lot of moms problems if he disappears. Anyway, question it all, y'all. Question the why, because sometimes it actually does benefit you to change your name. It's not about name changing. It's why are you changing? Are you doing it to protect his ego? Are you doing it because he is making a big deal out of it, which maybe you should question? Or like, why? Weigh it out and then make these decisions, because these decisions are not small decisions. They will change your life in ways that you don't even know sometimes. So just please be mindful and intentional about a lot more things, and don't learn the hard way by just going along with what people told you to do. And especially if it's your family or his family or someone telling you you need to do something. Why do you need to do that? Just because that's what other people are doing? You don't need to do that. What's best for you? Center what's best for you. Because as women, we are never told to do that. We are told to center their feelings, their shame, their pride, what their family wants, what our family thinks. What do you want? What do you need? What is best for you? Because you can't show up for other people if you're a sacrificial lamb all the time.